Hey YouTube, I'm Jess. Welcome to a new video. In today's video, we're gonna be recreating this makeup look. These are probably my favorite types of makeup looks to do where I'm actually following or trying to recreate someone else's work. I just find it really inspiring and I always feel like they turn out the best. So I'm really looking forward to this video. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that more people can see it too. And let's get started with the makeup. I'm feeling very chill today. So I have like my chill voice on instead of my like upbeat hyper YouTube voice. I wonder if you guys will notice a difference. So I found these little bobby pins in my bathroom this morning. They say no crease on them, so I thought I would try them out, see if they crease. So I'm just gonna start with a little bit of skincare. First, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum. And then my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. Usually I shut my windows while I'm filming because it's extremely noisy outside, but it's pretty quiet today, so I have it open. I'm interested to hear how the audio will be. And then I'm just gonna pop on a little bit of sunscreen. Yesterday, it was cloudy and raining on and off, and I went to the beach for a couple of hours with Jackie. And even though it was cloudy and like barely even warm, we both ended up with sunburns. So even though we have another cloudy day today, I'm just gonna really make sure to protect my skin. Okay, so my skin was feeling very dry, but is now feeling very hydrated. I feel like using quite a full coverage foundation today. I think I'm gonna go out and meet up with some of my girlfriends later, which will involve me sitting in a park in 30-degree weather. So I'm gonna actually give this foundation a go. You guys know I really like this foundation for its long wear abilities. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. So it's supposed to be really good in hot weather. I typically go for like really lightweight foundations in hot weather, but because I'm feeling like doing full coverage today, and because this foundation is supposed to be like good for heat and humidity, I figure I'll give it a go. I'm just gonna also mix in a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation for the color. And I just realized I need to wet my sponge. So here's the before and after. It's literally been months since I've worn this foundation and I forgot about the smell. It definitely has a very strong scent. But the coverage on it is amazing and it lasts for so long. I actually have a full review on this foundation. I'll link it across the top here. If you guys are interested, you can go and check that out. So this look was done by a makeup artist. Her Instagram handle is DMV.MAKEUPARTISTRY, I believe. I love her. I love her style. I feel like it's very modern. It's glam, but it's like really sexy. And I've actually recreated one of her looks before as well. So I'll link that across the top here. I actually really love that video. So I'll put the link in the description box as well. After you watch this one, you should go and watch that video too. It's a good one. All right, so that foundation actually did a really great job of covering up the darkness under my eyes, but I am still gonna go in with just a little bit of concealer. This is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. And I'm literally just gonna take like a tiny bit. My under eyes were super dark today, so this is just like some extra insurance. And then I've got this little pimple poking through. We'll cover that up as well. The video that I uploaded yesterday was a Shop My Stash video. So I was using a lot of products that I haven't used in a long time and products that were like newer to me. And I wasn't really happy with the way the makeup came out. Like, it was weird. I thought it looked better in person than it did in the photos and like in the video. I just didn't think it was very like camera friendly for whatever reason. After I watched the video back yesterday, after I uploaded it, I just got this like urge to really like do better and to just kind of like go back to my roots and yeah, just do like some really pretty glam makeup that's kind of like in my wheelhouse a little bit. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how full coverage my base is right now because that concealer is super full coverage as well as that foundation. Wow, flawless. And then I'm just gonna set that with a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Genius Magic Powder. So the way I like to apply loose powder is to take my damp sponge just dip it right into the powder, get a bunch of powder on the sponge, and then just press it on top of the area that I want to set, which right now is my under eyes, my nose, and then like the center of my forehead right here as well. If I had a little bit too much powder on my sponge and it's a little powdery under my eyes, then I'll just take a brush and just buff out that area and buff in any extra powder. Okay, so I'm just gonna let the rest of my makeup set on its own. This foundation is like a self-setting foundation. It doesn't really need to be set. So let's move over to the eyes a little bit. I'm going to prime with my Mercier eyeshadow primer. One of you guys actually requested I do a video where I recreate someone's look sometime last month, and I did have it on my schedule of videos for August, and I just kept pushing it back, and then I realized that this is actually going to be my last beauty video for August, because the next video I'll be putting up is my weekly vlog, and I hadn't done this video yet. So the fact that one of you guys asked for it, combined with the fact that I wanted to just do something like really pretty and glamorous, made me be like, yes, this is what I'm doing today. Okay, so to create this look today, I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Rock Chick palette. A lot of people who know me, who work with me at Charlotte Tilbury, will tell you that this palette really like reminds them of me. Because yeah, I love to rock this palette. So let me just look at the photo again here real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna start with shade number 1 in the palette and just apply this really softly to the inner corner of my eye, taking it like less than halfway across the lid. And I feel like hers is just a little bit lighter and brighter than that color, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of this highlighter from my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow palette and just really lightly go over top of that, just to lighten and brighten it up a little bit. This look is very much like on the lid and kind of comes out this way. She doesn't really bring much like up in this area of the eye. So I'm just gonna take shade number 2 in the palette, this guy right here. And we're gonna add that from the outer corner and towards the center to meet up with that first shade that we put down. And I'm keeping that just like right on my lid here. And then once that color's down, I'm just gonna take a fluffy blending brush and just blend it outwards. And then there is a little something in the crease, just for like a transition. It just looks like a really like bronzery kind of color. So I'm just gonna take this Charlotte Tilbury bronzer and just really lightly add a little bit of this brown tone just up above here. Next, I'm gonna take a bit of a smaller brush and go into shade number 4, this guy right here, the darkest shade in the palette, and just add that to the very outer corner of my eye. And then blend. Okay, and then she definitely has some glitter sort of on the inner corner. Is it just in the center or is it? Yeah, it's actually more in the center of the lid. I wonder if she even used the same palette. The colors and the finishes look so similar. Okay, so I'm just gonna take shade number 4 on my finger and pop that right down the middle. And I'll just go in and add a second layer of the glitter because I want it to be very glittery. So her lower lash line is super interesting to me. It almost seems like she lines the inner portion of the eye, the outer portion of the eye, and then leaves like the very center bare with no liner. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. This is the Rock and Kohl eyeliner from Charlotte Tilbury in the color Bedroom Black. And I'm just gonna take it here on the outside corner and the inside corner. And it definitely comes like all the way in here. left like the center of that lower lash line bare. I'm gonna take, back in my palette here, shade number 2, and run that really softly, kind of, yeah, all the way along the lower lash line. Okay, so now for the fun part, this eyeliner. This eyeliner just like calls to me. I don't know what it is. It does not really look like she does a wing. I have zoomed in and stared at the photo for the last like 5 minutes trying to figure out if she has a winged liner there. It doesn't look to me like she has one. So what I'm gonna do, it definitely is like thicker on the outside and thinner on the inside. So let me just start with that. And then it's very like smoky and smudgy. Just gonna smudge that and then just go back in and darken it back up. And honestly, I feel like maybe her eye is a little bit more like, has like its little shape on its own, but for me to get that shape, I kind of need a little bit of a winged liner. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use this to just draw a tiny little flick on the outside edge here. And then, yeah, I'll just kind of smudge that out a little bit too. Just to give my eye the shape that I want it to have. Because yes, I'm trying to make like an accurate representation of the photo, but I'm also very much doing this makeup for me today. And yeah, I just think that my eyeshadow and like my eye makeup looks better with a winged liner. Okay, so let me just pop on a little bit of mascara and some lashes and we'll be back. Okay, lashes are on and I adjusted my camera angle too. I don't know if this is better. I'm working on things. Just trying to figure out what I like the best. So next up I want to do a little bit of bronzer. She is very much bronzed across her forehead, like really close to her hairline. She's got a nice little contour happening as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And it looks like she even has a little bit of bronzer just like right here on her chin, which is different, but let me just go ahead and do that as well. Okay, so I was just filming a TikTok and my contour got a little bit out of control because I was filming in like over and over again and I just kept like doing my contour over and over again. So it's like a little deep and dark. So I'm just gonna take a little brush and just kind of try and blend it out a bit. For her blush is really peachy and pretty. I think the one that I have that looks most like that is this guy right here. This is turning into like practically a full face of Charlotte Tilbury video. This is First Love by Charlotte Tilbury. Really pretty, kind of soft, peachy color. And in the photo, she has a fair amount on, so I'm not gonna be shy here. And I think like she even has a little bit like down here on her chin, same as the bronzer, so I'll just add a little bit down there too. So my eyebrows desperately need to be filled in, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. This is the Makeup Revolution brow pencil. I'm just trying this out right now. It's a little creamier than I'm used to, which to be honest, I haven't been absolutely loving, but I'm just trying it out a bit more because when you're not used to something and you try something different, you're usually not gonna really like it like right off the top, so. Just trying to like give it a fair shot, you know? And then I'm gonna set that with Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brows. I have mine in the color Supermodel. Okay, and then for highlighter, her highlight is like super blingy and it's quite golden, it looks like. So I'm gonna use Champagne Pop by Becca and I'm really gonna pack that on because I want it to be really bright, especially in this inner corner here. Okay guys, so my camera stopped filming on me, but I noticed it this time, which is much better than the last time that happened. and I had to scrap my whole video because I didn't notice that the camera had stopped filming. What you guys missed was I just applied a little bit of highlighter. So I still went in with my Becca highlighter and I added highlighter to the tops of my cheekbones. She had some highlighter, it looked like between her brows right here, so I added a little bit there to the tip of my nose to my chin, and then I also added some highlighter to my shoulders, and then I did my lip as well. I used Strip Down Lip Liner from MAC. I used Bitch Perfect lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury, and then I put on a little bit of Blondie lip gloss by Charlotte Tilbury as well. I also took the no crease bobby pins out of my hair. They were really hard to get out. They were scaring me. I felt like I was pulling my hair out a little bit. And what do you guys think? Did it leave any kind of crease? I think it did a pretty good job. When I first took them out, there was definitely, there's definitely like a little something here, but not as bad as a regular bobby pin. Okay guys, so that is the finished look, my DMV recreation. I am really happy with the way it turned out. I love the eyeliner on the lower lash line, leaving the center of it bare and just adding black to like the outside and the inner corner. I think that that looks so good. It's so fun and like different and sexy. I'm really into it. I am definitely going to do that a little bit more in the future. But yeah, I feel like I've had a little bit of redemption. This is definitely much more in my comfort zone, and I feel like the makeup turned out really good. If you guys think it looks really good too, then definitely make sure you give this video a thumbs up. You can leave me a comment down below so that I know you were here, and if you want to see more videos from me, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.